Hey guys, E.G. Scary. We're live here at Oakton Memorial Gardens, and I'm here with my friend Stitches, and we are working on fixing this 30-year-old Distortions prop. Uh, this here is the hospital scene. It's coming together. Here's some hospital beds and mortuary carts that are staging, and then the haunted farmhouse infested by dolls is coming together. But right now, Stitches wound up coming up with this plan based on other videos that he had seen, and he's going through and we're stitching all the latex that has rotted, and then we're gonna put a coating on it, and hopefully we'll give it 24 hours to cure, and hopefully this will be a bandage, and then on the off season we'll disconnect the whole body from the chair and get it going the way it needs to go.
Yeah.
But this is tedious, and I can't thank him enough for helping out.
Think we'll get it rocking and rolling.
Yeah, but I'm letting everybody know that it is not. He's not going to be turned on today because he's the process is, yeah, the surgery. He needs at least 24 hours to heal from his surgery. But there's so many and so much.
Cracks and blemishes.
Yeah, after 30 years of use, even if it is for a month out of the year or 2 months out of the year, sitting and waiting, and then the dry rot and the weather, it just totally takes a toll on it. But this is all, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is all stitched up already. And
yeah. Damn, I didn't realize he was 30 years old. He's old as me.
yeah. Hey AV, how are you? If you're new to the channel, subscribe, throw a thumbs up. There might be some cussing.
I'm trying to watch my potty now.
Yeah. Yes, it's for Halloween. I do a yard haunt here in the Chicago area. Look up Oakton Memorial Gardens. We do simulated electrocutions every night from 4 o'clock to 9:30 every half hour, but not tonight. Tonight he's going to be in recovery, healing.
Hold his head up for a second.
Yep.
I want to stitch it with his head up, so when he's up, it's got the right tension, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Morbid Distortions, hello, how are you? Morbid Distortions asks, electric chair, is his neck getting fixed? Yes. I have no... AV says, I have no apartment. I'm sleeping at my grandma on the ground. Well, I'm sorry. At least maybe get some cardboard. It makes the ground not so cold. But at least you have internet. So morbid distorted, what we're doing is stitching up the neck and the rips, and putting a little bit of foam or other material underneath to build it up, and then we're gonna coat it with a coating, and hopefully that will take care of this just as a bandage. He's still gonna wear his hospital gown this season, and then on the off season we'll disconnect him from his mechanism and hopefully bring him back to how he used to be.
Shouldn't be too bad.
AV says, police help me to get out of my girlfriend's apartment. He wanted to kill me last week. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. It's a good thing that you have Wi-Fi and electronics.
See how it's just cleaning that up?
Yeah.
You can really see the progress of just that little stitch work, bringing
It's
that skin
unbelievable.
back together. This. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Hey, Field Walker, how are you? Field Walker, I'm here with Stitches, and he's helping me to stitch up. What's that now?
Come down a touch. Sorry.
He's helping me to try and get this repaired. Field Walker, throw up your YouTube channel. Field Walker makes some awesome masks and other props in Scotland.
Nice.
And he actually sent me some dolls that he painted on his YouTube channel. He had a really nice channel going, and he got deplatformed, so he's trying to rebuild it. What's up, Caesar? You're gonna be Jason for Halloween. That's cool. Jason is one of my top slasher film killers. I also have a special place in my heart for Michael Myers, although I'm not a huge Shatner fan. So Field Walker's channel is Fieldwalker Masks T9X. And if you like this type of stuff, he does awesome videos. He's really awesome with the airbrush, and everything he makes does turn to gold. Yeah, I agree, Morbid. Jason is better than Michael Myers, but I don't know why. I just like the strong silent type. Sorry guys, this camera, I was holding the camera up, and it weighs probably like 40 pounds on the tripod, and it was starting to kill my arm, so I had to put it down.
Take an intermission to rethread this string anyways.
No worries.
They didn't really say on the video the best type of string to use. So this is just regular, you know,
Yeah.
sewing string. But
Well, I
once-
feel like if you use monofilament, it would have been too rigid and would have ripped through everything.
Yeah. And
So
I didn't know if I should use like fishing line, like a thin
right.
fishing line.
What?
But that's also, it's plastic. Once it dries out, it
Right.
can crack.
You're gonna have the same problem. But that's the thing. Like I feel like this being fabric, it should
Hold it.
well, it should have a little bit of give, and hopefully it won't rip through it when he's thrusting.
Yeah.
No problem, Field Walker. Everything I said is true. And you know, dude, if you weren't in Scotland and you were in the States, we'd definitely go have a beer. Or 6. But anytime you come to the States, let me know, and I'll figure out how to get to wherever you go. So AV, yes, the dummy will move when it's ready, but that'll be tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow I'll stream the live the test run. Morbid Distorted says something I would recommend doing is getting the shocker kit mask from Distortions and then using some of the neck piece to repair the neck, the holes in the neck. Okay, so we're going to be coating it with we have a couple different things here we're going to try. So one of the products is what is it?
E6000.
Yeah, E6000, and that was actually recommended by Alan Hops from Stilt Beast Studios channel.
I think it's like a
or
resin.
Stilt Beast.
Is it a resin base?
Yeah, and so that's what he said to use because of the movement.
You took it out of here?
No, I didn't touch it. It's all good.
I had it here. I definitely had it here. Here it is.
Oh, yeah, so this is what it looks like. So that's what Ellen Hopp said to use. Stitches has other ideas, but none of the, we may or may not use latex to do this, but so this one dries clear and transparent, and it says it's an industrial strength adhesive, permanent bond, washer dryer safe, and it's flexible. And I think the key is the flexibility, and so hopefully that will keep that together.
You showing this foot already?
Down here, I tried it out on his foot. Oh, you know what? I can't move the camera down there because it automatically says that we're in vertical mode, and I can't do horizontal because I'm not in horizontal mode. But anyway, I used the E6000 up here. I did great stuff in E6000, and for 4 nights now, or 3 nights, it's completely stayed, and it actually dried in just a matter of minutes. The great stuff took overnight to dry. Here, do you need me to hold it more?
You're good.
All right.
Just trying to...
No problem. I was trying to be helpful and trying to answer the comments as we go through this. Morbid Distortion says, I live with my grandpa. He runs through about 24 beers a day. Oh, wow. Nathan says, what is this? This is a Distortions prop, Distortions Unlimited. Google them. This is one of their original electric chair props. And over the years, he's become dry rotted and other things from the constant movement because he thrashes his head back and forth. And so we're repairing it. Morbid Distortion says Stitches is doing a great job. Yes, as always. Everything Stitches does turns out awesome. Mr. UFO says Borg. So does that mean that you're bored? and you mistype boring. I don't know. But to know what we're doing, it's pretty special. We're trying to restore this. Here, I need to step back for a second. Can I let go?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
All right. So, got that. All right, so I got this so far, and I'll cut this off. Actually, I'll cut it off. Stitched up this whole side, and I added some foam in the back to give it structure. If you look in here, you can see there's a mesh that lines this whole body. So that mesh keeps the fabric and the latex kind of formed. So that's what I'm stitching into also, so it binds the string a little bit better than just in the latex, because obviously the latex will pull and you don't want it to rip. But you can see how these pieces are coming out. Once you stitch it together, it should all look better.
So in the background, you hear the air compressor going, and it didn't, like, I thought I heard a leak, and then I got involved with something else, and I forgot to go back and check. The whole the tank was never sealed.
On the bottom?
Yeah. So now I closed it, so hopefully the air compressor will shut off.
And it's quieter.
Morbid Distortion said, do you think Stitches could repair the neck on my original electric chair? His head flew off last year.
Oh,
so
man.
that is actually a known issue with those, and you should have contacted Distortions more quickly. I don't know if they can do anything about it now, but the only repair for the head flying off is their body replacement that they sent out, but that was like 20 or 30 years ago. The first batch of all of these, the heads all flew off.
So they they honored it and fixed it?
Well, I don't know. It's only stuff that I read, and Ed was interviewed about it, and Ed said that they sent out like all these new bodies or something like that. But like the head flying off of a certain batch of them is a known issue, but it's been fixed, and I'm assuming that this one is, because I don't know the history of this when I first got it.
You gotta hold this guy up one more time.
Yeah, no problem. This one I picked out of the garbage, so I don't know his origins. But I got it in Des Plaines, Illinois, and Rosemont, Illinois is where the original Trans World Halloween show used to take place every year. So I can only imagine that this one was at Trans World, and they might have bought it as like like one of the display pieces.
Floor model.
Yeah, floor model. Or somehow it was picked up during one of the shows. But the last Trans World in Rosemont was probably over 20 years ago.
Yeah. They still have horror conventions there, but they're not. The closest thing to it would be Midwest Haunters.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing to a Halloween prop convention in Chicago.
For sure. And so Midwest Haunters Convention is every year, usually the first weekend or second weekend in June. And I go to that every year.
It's cool. You meet all like the local haunt people and just people in the industry around the world that come and showcase their new stuff.
Absolutely. In fact, I met people from Alabama and from Australia. And the year before I met people from Canada, and they all do haunted attractions all over the world, all over the country, and they come to Chicago for the Midwest Haunters.
That's cool.
And the bus tour is actually really awesome. I do that every year.
Zombie Army?
No, well, the bus tour, Zombie Army is there, but the bus tour is put on by Midwest Haunters or Trans World, and they pick between 4 and 6 haunts, and you get on a bus in the morning and you go all day and all night to all these different haunts.
That's pretty cool.
So last year in 23, we left, it was all Michigan haunts. So We left Chicago at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then by 11:30 we were at Hush Haunted House, which is like, I want to say it was like outside Detroit,
Okay.
something like that. And then we went to the Eloise Asylum, and that is in Westfield, I believe it is, Michigan. And then we went to Erebus, but I feel like I forgot one of them. I think we went to another one too, but I don't remember. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'd have to look it up. And if I look it up, we'll kill the stream. Let me go back to looking at these comments. Oh. Let's see. So morbid distortions, but the one was 3 years old from original setup, or original sculpt 2. Yeah, so this is from the original sculpt from what I can tell, and like I said, I don't know, this one might eventually have its head fly off, but right now we're doing our damnedest to prevent that from happening. Oh, and it said Morbid Distortions must have looked it up. He said they replaced over 200 bodies.
Wow. That cost them money.
Yeah. But these things are not cheap. The newest version I looked at like 2 years ago, I don't know what they're going for now, but they were like around $7,000. And I think when this one was new, it was pretty close to up there. It was pretty expensive. This one is motor driven. It's not pneumatic. It has this huge motor in the back. And I will, when I'm done holding the head up right now, I will move the camera back there and show you guys the motor. But we're just out here.
See how that's like,
oh yeah,
pulling his...
Look at that, guys. It's totally coming back together. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Give us a thumbs up. And I did not mean to ash on you, Stitches.
You're good.
But we're just out here doing this out in public view.
Beautiful, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly Chicago October day. No winds to burn the houses down.
Perfect weather for...
Yeah, no, this is absolutely perfect. And I see there's comments up there right now, but I can't get my face in front of the phone to do it. I'm holding this thing up, so.
Two more on this guy.
But like, Stitches is seriously like a surgeon. In fact, when the zombie apocalypse happens, I think you can market yourself as a trauma doctor.
I'll get you fixed up.
That's right. Because that's the thing, everybody. You need to have in mind, when the shit hits the fan, you need to have some kind of outstanding skill or ability to survive. Otherwise, you'll be useless to the marauders, and they will kill you and take your stuff.
Cool.
All right.
You want to show them the back of it?
Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys the motor right now, and I'll tell you what... All right, so Morbid Distorted says his original price was unknown. Some pieces said they were $15,000, others said he was $8,000. But last price ever before they discontinued this model was $4,000. Fieldwalker says, I would definitely soak the stitches in latex to stop them from ripping.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, cool. All right, so this back here is the motor, and you can't really see anything through the cage, but it's belt driven, and you can see that huge electric motor on top, and then it drives the belt through, and it back here is this big armature which you can't see. For some reason this camera is not so hot when it comes to darkness. Let me try and get from this angle and see if this is any better. This is a little bit better, but there's the motor. Down there is the belt that it drives, and then it thrusts this big metal arm which rocks the whole body back and forth.
You wanna leave that for a second? Go inside and get that smooth on?
Yeah, definitely.
So we can just show that.
Sure.
I might use it. I want to check it out anyway.
Yeah, no worries.
Do you have a Eurocoat? It's another smooth out product. They were recommending Eurocoat.
It might be in that bag.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go grab some supplies. Stitches is here.
Do you have a hot glue gun?
Yeah. I just don't know if I have glue.
Okay. No worries if you don't.
Yeah.
Just stringing up another piece for the next part. Thank you guys for watching. You know, it's kind of slow and mundane, but it's interesting if you're having the same issue and trying to bring the undead back to life. I do like that latex on the string idea. I think that would be definitely beneficial. I mean, we're going to coat the string section after with whichever media we decide to use. So I feel like that'll also hold it and bind it. But because there's mesh behind the latex, sewing into the mesh I feel like will give it a better hold than just sewing the latex together, because once he starts moving, you know, string could pull and rip, and it was just another idea I found on YouTube that, you know, I thought wouldn't hurt. Give it a shot. But yeah, this is very tedious and time consuming to get done. Alright, so far I stitched up this piece, this section, this section. Obviously right there needs to be done. And then we might get into here, I'm not sure yet. Nice. No, don't worry about that. Excuse my language. Kind of difficult to do because you need to hold his head up to get the tension right while you sew. And his head is quite heavy.
Yeah, I have multiple hot glue guns. I found this one, so.
Okay.
Here is one. Alright, so let me go back to the comments here. See what we're missing. Stitches forgot to drug him to see how much pain he is in. Well,
it looks
we're not
excruciating.
psychotic, but I'm sure that this isn't going to feel good, judging by the expression on his face.
It's okay. He doesn't need any. I'll take it all.
That's right. No pain, no gain. Yeah, staring contest. So this is for people new to the stream, just watching. We're repairing dry rot on latex on this 30-year-old Distortions Unlimited prop. I don't know how he was stored before I found him, but when I found him, he did have a good amount of dry rot. And if anybody has a solution on how to prevent or repair dry rot, I'd love to hear it. Somebody said spray some kind of UV coating on them, but that's like more preventative. I need something sooner than later, because I do have, I found my old mask collection, which I'm going to post a video about it. And a lot of my old masks are becoming dry, cracked, and brittle, and they were in climate controlled, and they were, some of them were with a little oxygen. So, well, like,
bound to happen regardless.
yeah, I mean, it's latex, so it's gonna happen. But
I know that you also shouldn't store them on styrofoam heads.
right,
Styrofoam dries out the latex.
Exactly.
So you should get a different kind of stand if you're mounting them or displaying them.
Yeah, no, I've heard that before as well. The styrofoam dries out the latex. It kind of wicks the moisture away from the latex.
That's why styrofoam wig heads are terrible for masks.
Yeah. But back in the day, my favorite Halloween shop, it was called Magical Mystery Tour in Morton Grove, Illinois on Dempster. They would, when you buy a mask, you would get a styrofoam wig form with it. And that is death to masks. I've heard that filling them with plastic bags is a good idea.
That's actually what I do.
And those are just the bags you get when you're shopping. You just take a bunch of them and just stuff them inside. And what I had done with mine was I took the styrofoam head and I had it covered with a plastic bag. And that may not have been the best thing to do, because we wouldn't be talking about that right now. Let me move out of your way, I'm sorry. Fieldwalker says paint them with PVA glue. It stops it from happening. Oh.
Is he talking about the patches or the whole piece?
You're talking about masks, or you're talking about the whole piece? Are you talking about the mask conversation, or are you talking about the stitches
latex
that we're doing right now with the latex? Sorry, Fieldwalker. I'm not always the brightest when it comes to telling stories and following along with comments.
Okay. We're in a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess really the only one left would be that.
Yeah,
The other ones look pretty. I mean, I could do them, but I think the glue will hold it. This is
Yeah.
solid crack.
for sure. Do you want something else to stick in there?
Can you give me that
Yeah.
square piece? That small square piece?
You got it.
So you can't see. Well, I mean, I guess I can show you. There's no fabric behind this part. So there's fabric all in this part, probably because they knew the neck had issues and they wanted it to stay a little firmer. So I'm just gonna try to stuff this in there.
Okay. All right. So Fieldwalker says to take the styrofoam heads and paint them with PVA glue,
I see.
and that will stop the styrofoam from eating or sucking the moisture out of the mask, causing dry rot. Thank you, Fieldwalker. You are the best.
Good to know.
The man. And it turns out that one of the bars that are pubs that Fieldwalker was drinking in, the Teletubbies were there after their shoot, and they were drinking. So now everybody knows somebody that knew the Teletubbies. Or the Teledrunkies. Morbid Distorted says it's a strange world. You got that right. And all we do is try and make it a little stranger every day.
But wait, there's more.
For $19.95, we'll even throw in the potato peeler. It slices, it dices.
I like him without the gown. But
Oh, yeah.
But I understand why you put it on to hide his blemishes.
Yeah. Well, I like him way better without the gown too. I think it's way more impactful, and I cut the gown a little bit, and so I might cut it more to show more flesh, but still just need to cover the blemishes because I feel terrible that he looks this way after all these years.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely understandable for the age. I thought maybe he was like 6, 7 years old. 30 years old, like, that's a miracle he lasted this long.
So Morbid Distortion says, if you don't read my comment, I recommend when you're storing him, I'd cover him with a trash bag or some plastic bag. Well, and believe it or not, I had him covered in a plastic bag one year, and when I came back to him, the bag had melted? Not melted, but it molded with some of the latex. Luckily, it was up here in the head area, and I was able to gently pull it off. But I think that's this rip right here in his skull cap. Like, I think this is from plastic bag, so I'm glad it didn't do more damage. And TKZ, hello, says, no! So we're just doing surgery. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and throwing a thumbs up. Stitches is working very hard to get this guy back to his glory temporarily until we take him apart and see what he's made out. No, until we take him apart and try and bring him back.
He needs a full rehaul.
Yeah, a huge overhaul. Fieldwalker said that the garbage bag might make it sweat and get damp. in the bag. Yep. That's why I stopped doing it. That was somebody else's recommendation. But when they ship these things, at least the smaller props, I have a lot of the Frightronics from Distortions. All of their stuff come in plastic bags. So I don't know if that's just for shipping to keep them from getting dusty, or if it's meant to be stored that way. I'm sure that it says on their website. I just never took the time to look it up. Morbid Distorted has the original 1994 audio. Well, that's awesome.
And this latex is not easy to get through.
Morbid Distorted, was that you that sent that to me like a couple years ago? And you can always subscribe to EG Scary on Facebook or like it on Facebook. But the lives I do are on YouTube. JP says, that's awesome, doing a small haunted house in my home. Awesome. In Colorado. Awesome. Yeah, this is my small home haunted house. It's a yard haunt. And we're outside of Chicago. Look up Oakton Memorial Gardens. Or you can see more pictures of it on the EG Scary page on Facebook. But right now I'm at like 10% done with what goes out. I have so much more work ahead of me. So there's actually a video about it. The video's probably 4 or 5 years ago, but I found it in the trash behind in a defunct Boy Scout haunted trail. It was under a tarp by the dumpster, and I kind of had a feeling of what it was. And so I went over and I asked, and they're like, yeah, nobody will take it. It's too heavy. So I took it happily, and I have been trying to keep him alive the best I can. The first step was I called Distortions, and then I emailed them pictures, and they wound up making me a control box and an amplifier so that he functions the way he's supposed to.
You show that?
Huh?
Did you show that?
Yeah, well, the video's on there.
Of the box and everything?
Oh, yeah, no, it's in the, yeah.
Okay.
When it's in this position, I don't show it because I don't want people trying to get into it.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
But yeah, no, that video totally, it shows how the box works and all that good stuff.
Wow.
And the program.
Difficult.
And you know what? I just thought of something. I don't have to disable it. I could just disable the...
Alright. A little better. Sorry if I'm in your camera angle.
Okay. I thought we were enjoying your one-on-one time.
Close encounters with, what's this guy's name?
Well, I mean, some people call him Sparky. I think Ed calls him Sparky. But I really, I never gave him really a name. It's just my electric chair.
Okay.
And there's comments, but I can't read them right now. I'm holding the head up. Because this screen is super small.
Yeah, I think.
But
I think I'm gonna leave this at that.
all right.
Now let's see. We got this, 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 we got all this. There's one more piece up here I could kind of tie in together.
All right.
And then I think we can move on. I mean, obviously I'm gonna come back and do this.
Okay.
Or we could try to knock it out. What time is it?
It's totally up to you. So right now it is 1:24.
Okay. You gotta be out at like 4.
Yeah, 4:30. And yeah,
That little tiny amp is loud.
right?
Wow.
Yeah, so it really, having it not move really is crazy. But during the day, something you can't really see at night is look at all the smoke coming out of the fuse boxes. Just to prove that we really fight them good. I disabled the motor because we're doing the work on him. It's until we coat it, until we coat the stitches, he can't move right now. So for 24 hours, he's going to be in recovery. That's why he's not moving. And Pumpkin Horse Paws says, I am flying. What are you making that for? So this is a yard haunt. So I just wanted to give him a run without his motor going.
Do me a favor, hold this up.
You got it. I mean, because the other thing I thought about doing is once it's all repaired, put permablood on him. But I decided that I think that'll be way too gruesome for the little kids that come by and see this. It's bad enough that their parents are letting them see an execution. So
I don't do this anymore. This is a thing of the past.
Yeah. Well, yesterday somebody, I guess they had just, like when I was streaming, I streamed the first couple of executions, and somebody's like, poor guy, what do you do to deserve this? And all this. I guess they thought it was real. And then they're like, is he dead? And so this is just a prop. It's made by Distortions Unlimited out of Greeley, Colorado. And they're famous for one of their TV shows in the early 2000s. It was called Making Monsters.
On Amazon Prime.
It was originally on Discovery Channel.
Well, I'm saying if they want to watch it now.
It's on Prime, I guess. Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's funny because I went to go buy some Halloween stuff from someone on Facebook in Indiana. And actually I went to buy like, vending walls, those metal great walls.
Yeah.
I went to go buy some of those for my display stuff. And turns out it was the guy who owned Halloween Town.
Okay.
Just,
The store. Oh yeah,
the
you told me
store.
about this, and he had some other awesome prop.
And he had a Distortions Unlimited, the one that they made on one of the episodes with all the zombies, and you could put your head in there, and it looked like the zombies
Oh, the
were
photo
eating
op.
you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was selling that thing, and man, I wanted to take it, but I would have needed a whole truck, and I think he wanted like $4,000 for it.
Wow.
I mean, I'm sure at the time, it was. He had them make that display for their store opening, grand opening.
Wow. Yeah, that must have cost a lot originally.
I'm sure originally he probably spent $10,000 or something, but they made a whole episode about it, which was pretty cool.
Oh, Morbid Distorted corrected us. It was actually originally on the Travel Channel. But they're owned by Discovery, so we were close. Or I was close, or whatever. But yeah, you're right. Travel Channel, I guess.
Oh, you can let it go.
All right.
As far as his neck, that's good. Do you want to do this now, or you want to do that later?
Totally up to you. You're the stitcher. If you feel like stitching, I'm all for it. The only thing I need to do is take a leak, and when I do that, I'm gonna let my dogs out because it's gonna bother them to see me and not understand why I'm just.
Oh, you're good. I'll keep on going. I'm just gonna do that one arm, and maybe some of this arm.
For sure. So, he's pretty firm. He's not really that squishy. But you can see how this latex paint has all chipped, and kind of like the more you push on it, the more you can kind of see how dry rotted it actually is. And I feel like the parts here that move the most, it would be the same as I kept pushing in and in and in, and that's what's causing the ripping.
It's a big crack in the back of his neck.
So, the what?
I'm gonna do this too.
All right. Here, I'm gonna move this over. So,
Yeah.
is that cool?
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
you got a good angle of it.
Yeah.
You can't really kind of see
Here.
right here.
Let me
Maybe
move the smooth on stuff.
come up and come from the back.
You got it.
But this is what we're looking at.
All right. So he's gonna work on this rip in the neck right now. All right. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
You
You want
okay?
anything?
I'm okay, thank you.
All right.
So me and the host met via Facebook Marketplace because I was making a Halloween prop, and I make Halloween props for fun to do a little haunt at my house. But he liked it, and I was running out of space, so I was trying to sell it. And then after that, we became friends. And then he told me about this little predicament he's in, trying to bring this guy back to life. And I offered to help, because that's what friends do. And I think this will definitely, hopefully, do the trick. With that being said, I've never done this specifically, but as most of you know, I'm already sure, YouTube is golden for finding videos and information on things that you can't normally access with your local surrounding people. So thank you for tuning in and sharing information. It's definitely interesting, and everyone's got a little piece of the puzzle to the masterpiece. looks pretty good. Much better than it was. There's also some cracking back here in the back of his neck. I guess I'll just knock that out too. It's now or never. If I get a chance, I'll have him come back into the back where we got the storage stuff and show you the prop that I made for him. It's pretty cool. There's a lot you can get done with just pool noodles and latex paint and plastic wrap. It's really cool. The dollar store and Home Depot are your best friend if you're making your own stuff. Okay, that didn't work. Tied a couple more knots in this. What up, man? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. really fragile back here. Like, really fragile. Like, even just trying to sew, it's tearing right now. So, let's see. That part is what I'm going to try to work on next. Inside there, getting that. I mean, this is going to all have to be used with glue, but that part is a deep crack. Come on. Thread the needle. Come on, man. All right. Very tedious work, but right. Now there's no fabric behind this. This is just foam. So we'll see how that holds. I know that his arms do kind of move when he is activated. Problem is, look at, I can't even puncture it without it pulling. So that's kind of worrisome. I know this is a little boring for you guys. It's more so for the people who are trying to do it themselves. And learn some information. Wow, all up in here. Wow, didn't see that. Shit.
Alright guys, sorry I was gone in my absence. How are you guys doing? Let me go back in the comments here and see where we're at. Hey, Zagan Schultz, how are you? JP, yes, he moves. Just not right now. He's taking a break while he's in surgery. Max, what's happening? And that looks like German, and I don't read German. But it looks like you're talking with Zag and Schultz, so that's cool. JG, my distortion has some rips in the neck as well. Desert Nebula, hello, good day, how are you? Yes, he's getting his boo-boo fixed. JG, can we show the back of the chair? Yes, I just did, but I will show you again. Desert Nebula wants to know, can you slather latex or some sealant over it? Yes, that's what we're going to do. JG, what type of string is it? It's just regular,
Sewing needle.
it's just
string.
regular sewing thread.
It's nothing special.
We felt like if we used fishing line, it would be too strong and could rip. There you go, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Boo the cat, I need some with a little bit of gooch hair for a project. All right, so JG, here is the back of the chair. This is an electric motor one. It's belt driven, and it's really hard to see through here, but the belt is down there, and on top of the belt is this motor. And it spins it so fast, and it down there you can see the arm comes through, and it gets this guy here. So how you doing, bud?
I'm good.
Did they give you one of these?
Yeah. Got it right
This is my favorite.
Looks
So
good.
everybody knows. This is from Quick Trip. It's a gas station in Wisconsin. This is watermelon water, and I love it.
Looks good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a little union break in a second.
but it is, yeah, for sure. It's 5 calories, no sugar, and 2 carbs.
Nice. Is it sweet?
It tastes a little sweet, but it's not awfully sweet.
Yeah.
It's just a nice watermelon.
Alright, that's about the best I could do for his arm. All up in his armpit, I was showing him the video.
Yeah.
This was coming out.
All right.
But this is all foam in this side. I think that they only put that mesh around the neck part because they were probably having issues, like I was saying.
Well, and you could actually see the mesh through on his wrist.
Over here somewhere.
Well, no, if you look right here, that's mesh.
Oh yeah, that's like tape.
Oh, so I wonder if that's an after. No, the painting is the same. They had to have done that.
Probably because when he moves, this cuts away.
Oh yeah,
Because this is metal.
Yeah.
That's cutting
right.
away at it, you
Mhm.
know? See, like that, I can stitch up, but all this frayed shit, every time I go to put the needle through it, it just wants to crack more and more.
Mm. JG says mine is a little different in the back. Mine is from the original mold. Morbid Distorted loves watermelon as well. Well, I was told this is from the original mold, but I'm willing to believe that it's not.
For the love of horror. So what do you want to try first, the smooth on or the other stuff?
I don't have a preference. The smooth on is gonna be a lot more work with having to mix.
Yeah.
Whereas the other kind is just you just put it on and that's it.
Yeah.
And I can grab a brush if we want to brush it on, or we can just let it drip on.
I would brush it.
All right, so let me go get a brush.
Yeah.
But
that sponge brush would probably be.
I have more of them.
Yeah, that or.
The only thing is that the sponge brush is going to get eaten away. I feel like it's very. Those sponge brushes are very sensitive.
Yeah. Well, plus you're putting harsh abrasive or not abrasive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't eat away at the latex, but it eats away at that foam brush.
Or honestly, if you had like a popsicle stick or something.
Oh yeah, I have a tongue
that
depressor.
That might be.
All right,
better.
let me get all that.
Really tricky. I think that's good for the stitching.
Yes, so here's you pick your poison. Let me go grab a table to set this stuff on.
I got a table right here.
Oh, perfect. Muy fantastico. Is that garbage?
So we're gonna, yeah,
I got it.
try to use some quick, cheap dollar store art supplies.
Yeah.
To get this
well,
done.
except for this is not dollar store.
That's Home Depot or something.
Yeah, Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, Amazon.
That's why I don't like using the brush. popsicle sticks better because they don't leave streaks. They're not moving around. It's solid. You can kind of apply this a lot better. But that's just my preference. Whatever gets the job done, gets the job done. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, as they say. That being a hard surface, you can push it into the cracks a lot better. The brush just wants to do the top layer, and we'll get into the cracks. After this season, we can always go back and touch it up and then repaint it with another brush.
Sorry everybody, I'm juggling a lot of balls right now. Stitches is helping me here. I got other guys helping me with the cemetery fence. And so we went through here and Stitches actually stitched all these rips. And now he's coating them with E6000. Which was recommended. The Stitches were never recommended by anybody other than Stitches, but he had seen it on another video. But Alan Hops from Stiltbeast Studios told me to use the E600 to try and bond this ripped latex back together.
On the video, it's a lot easier to apply this with this than the brush because the brush wants to move.
Oh, gotcha.
And then you can't really get into the crevices. This way you can kind of push it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The problem is...
You want me to hold this head up?
Yeah, but we should try to find something that can hold it up because we're going to want it to dry that
I'll go
way.
get painter's tape.
Yeah, you want to go do
Yeah,
that?
it's yeah.
Because then when I paint it, you know what I'm saying? It'll hold that.
Do you think, should we put like foam over his head?
If you have a piece of rope.
I'm afraid that the rope will like actually indent. Well, I mean, I have both. We could do either or. Let me. Here.
have a feeling we're gonna use a whole tube or two of this stuff to get this done. Somewhere over here.
So here's what I got. We can cut the foam down if we wanted to. I have painter's tape, I have rope, and I have yarn.
Whatever you can do to get his head up right now.
You got it. All right.
I would say just take a piece. I got a knife over here. That piece of that. This is the size of the tape. And then this test you want might be sharper.
Oh, I'm sure you're sharper, but I'd rather dull my own than dull your property. But I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this and then let it set and take a little break.
Okay.
And then see how it works before we do the whole thing, and then you find out it doesn't work or whatever.
Yeah. Cool.
Because this shit,
I really was impressed with it. Or later. Good though.
but I mean, there's a look of it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely working. All right, so No comments. Thank you.
Are people still on there?
Yeah, no, there's, it says 4 people are watching. At one time we had 30, but this is an acquired taste, so I don't the only people that are really going to want to watch this are people that
are interested.
Yeah. Do you want to try just going that way? Is that going to be easier?
That's fine. Here, you get that?
Yeah. And use as much as you want. You can go all the way around with it.
Just cut it at that corner.
You want to go one more time?
Yeah, I should be fine.
Okay. Good. Oh, yes. Hey, buddy, Field Walker, you're the best. And it's actually, as long as Field Walker's there, I'm good. I'm happy with that.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah. Field Walker's my brother from another mother. So I don't know if you heard all that, guys, but Stitches is taking a little break while we let this dry, and then we're gonna reapply another coat. And all kinds of shit is happening right now.
So was the part that you want to replace. You got it, so
Yeah.
we can take a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we taking a little?
All right. So while this is going on, let me walk you guys over here real quick and show you the. So, All right. So we got this going here. I got my elevator shaft happening over here that I need to work on, but the paint is finally dried from yesterday, and the ceiling actually, to me, does look like it came in nicely. We got the padded cell that's currently housing the mortuary cot, hospital bed, and body bag. By dolls. I need to fix the top here. That all got knocked off in the wind. Then I got the fence is getting put up right now. Yeah, so that
Push it in.
this one here, you have to push it in. And if it doesn't push, you're gonna have to take a piece of rebar and make a hole for it, like a drill, and do that.
Is this where you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. So sorry guys. And then the housing for the air compressor was installed too low, so we're putting it a little higher. Then we have all this shit here for the pumpkin patch. We have this pneumatic casket that's getting ready to get put out. But here we have Possessed Twisted Girl from Distortions. I think that's her official name. And her on Saturday we were working on her, and there's a bolt that I could not get off. So, and in the process, her leg became disattached. So we're gonna have to reattach the leg. And so underneath here, she's powered by a window wiper motor. Hold on. And her motor completely ripped open. So there's 3 bolts in there, and the third and final bolt I could not get to. So that's what the next project we're going to work on. But in the meantime, I'm going to with the electric chair. Stitches is taking a little bit of a break, and I don't want to end the stream and then start a new stream, so we're gonna let him dry a little bit, and we're
Oh, the tiny ones. Too big. I think it's like this one tiny. Yeah, I have no sockets.
And so this is going to come to here. Oh, it's over here. Hey everybody, trying to be rude or disrespectful, just a lot of practice going on right now. We are waiting. Hey Ferret, how are you? We are waiting for this to dry. Just trying to make everything work so that we can have a happy Halloween for all. So I'll be back in a second.
It's dry.
Oh, sweet.
It's dry already.
Well, do you want to try rocking him, or should we put another coat on?
Because I put that on first. Dude, this stuff is like, if it's, I mean, after, how long does it say the cure time is?
Good question. I can't see that small print.
Range from 50 to 90 degrees. Intermittent direction. Allow 24 hours for 48 to 72 hours. Alright. Well, I'm still kind of amazed at, I mean, you still tell it's gooey, but dude, if you cover his whole body in this, how much is this a bottle?
Well, those are like $7 each.
Okay, so that's not too bad. But I'm thinking if you cover his whole body in this, you just have to repaint him because he's gonna look like he's
shiny,
oiled up.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't mind him looking shiny.
Yeah.
If you think that, but this is what Alan Hoppe said to do.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier than the smooth on would be.
Yeah.
However, the smooth on's made for that.
Right.
So the smooth on might be better in the long run. But yeah, dude,
E6000 blue.
awesome.
Oh, apparently Walmart has a package for $4.
But it's
that's
probably
for 1 ounce. How many ounces is that?
This is 2 ounces.
All right, so 2
so
ounces.
That checks out.
Yeah, so 2 ounces, $4.29 at the Home Depot. $3.99 at the Hobby Lobby.
I kind of feel even stronger about this stitching because if you would have put this on without it, you'd have to fill all that gap.
100%. No, dude.
So
I could not be happier with your idea and your suggestion
that was good.
and your patience. Like, I don't have the patience to do the stitching like you had, like you did. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
And hopefully, people watching are like learning how they can fix their own props.
Yeah, because even with this, it puts a whole like solid layer on, so you don't even feel the texture of the stitch.
Wow.
You know, like up here, you can see it.
What do you think, Field Walker?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how extensive you want to get on it, you're gonna use a lot of it. But you can always do a little at a time.
Yeah. Well, I have.
You know, work on his
head,
work on his arms, and then.
I have 4 or 5 packets of this here right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
so
knock those out.
You can do whatever you want. Like, you're the boss.
Yeah, you got it.
And if we wanted to, we can also cut the hot glue down so it only shows where he's not messed up.
I would just take it off so we can see what we're looking at completely.
All right.
And then when you're ready to put it back on and set them up.
Yeah, I can say of buttons.
See now.
And I distressed them myself.
That.
Yeah. Like for the foot, the only thing we could do is build up the foot, right?
Honestly, might even think about gluing that on there. Stitching that on.
Okay.
So it at least has a layer that you can come back.
Sure.
Because once you put this on and then put this on, it's gonna make it feel like skin.
Gotcha.
It won't be holy where you have to worry about the inside, you know?
Thanks, Field Walker.
But yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, it might.
Field Walker says to do all the bits that move first, and then work from there on the rest.
All this stuff, like you were saying.
Because, well, you can, like, this whole thing here moves.
Honestly, I don't know if you want to, you're going to have to repaint it, but even just using that whole piece on the whole arm right there wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can always, you're going to lose some of the texture, so that's the only thing.
So Field Walker, he sent me these dolls he painted, which I'll show you in a second. They're in the dollhouse. But he also sent me my first airbrush.
Okay.
So we could do airbrush paint on the arms.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just a matter of trying to mix it so that it matches his flesh.
I do airbrush all the time. I have flesh tone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the page you could recommend me would be my Instagram. That's where I do all my horror art.
All right, so if you want to check out Stitch's Instagram with his horror stuff, what is it?
I'll show it on the screen.
All right.
So you can see, and then you can tag it later if you want.
Yeah. And then just text it to me so I have it.
Yeah.
I'm actually not on Instagram. I'm not a cool kid.
You don't have to have Instagram to see my page.
Oh, that's cool.
You just type in the link or, look up my name.
Mine always, whenever I look at anything on Instagram, it lets me look at two things, and then it says I need to be a member of Instagram.
Can you see that? Let me know in the camera.
JC's Horrible.
JC's Horribles.
Horribles, my bad.
You're good. It's a bunch of different mixed horror art. And then the link would be, I'll show you. There you go. Happy Halloween.
That should be fine. Just put that. Yeah. Just leave this up.
Are his arms showing?
What, you guys will you move the casket for me?
Yo.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
It's hard being the artistic director. You want me to hold
that
that?
his arms are showing in this part of the...
Go ahead. Yeah. If we don't have... Yeah, everything you see is showing.
So that sucks then. You don't want to... You're going to have to paint that before you display it again.
Well, or I could put a bandage over it temporarily.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well. If that's what is the glue that keeps him together.
Yeah. I mean, I can do it like that, but then you're going to have to repaint all those cracks anyways. I feel like it'd be better to...
Yeah. Like, I always feel like when you're working on something artistically, like, go with your gut.
Yeah.
And don't let anybody say no.
It's just things that I've seen done before, and, you piece a lot of stuff together, and whatever works for you, stick with it. So, like...
Because a lot of people count on this guy to give them joy.
We'll bring him that to him. This stuff's awesome, man.
But it's reasonably priced as far as that goes.
Yeah. I mean, not everyone's using it for this application.
No.
That excessively, but
yeah.
I'm sure it's great. I got a mask. You could probably use this for
a
couple masks.
You could do it for a mask repair, or I wonder if you could make a mask out of that.
Probably.
If you use the fabric.
I mean, I don't know.
Should I just keep going?
Where's the water line? So we got gas coming this way, so we'll clear the gas line where you're at. And go.
Seems to be better when you use it with your
Side
help.
was similar, right?
Oh yeah. So then you come forward a little bit then. Yeah, because you don't want to. This is like a $20,000 mistake if we mess it up. Good.
If I had this,
Excuse me?
if I owned this guy,
Yeah.
I would probably turn him into Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would probably convert him into that. Just cause like, come on.
Yeah,
No one's got a Iron Maiden prop.
that's true. But now they will. Anybody listening?
Yeah, that would be, dude, that would be epic. Yeah, if you guys got one, share it so I can get it
Yeah.
and make a video and convert that.
Well, even like I remember where you go to the grocery store and they had like all the cakes you could order, and they had an Iron Maiden cake.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's random, but that's
That
really
was
cool.
years ago.
You know, I wonder, maybe just because it was of the time, or if someone ordered it and then never picked it up.
No, it was in their book, and they had like a plexiglass
Case?
they had a plexiglass case with all the individual cakes you could order, like fake cakes.
Yeah.
And there was an Iron Maiden cake. I'm like, that's badass.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I was a wee little lad back then
Yeah.
when Iron Maiden was popular. Now they just rock.
Yeah. I definitely don't think you could ever do this with a paintbrush. Definitely need this popsicle stick.
There's about 60 pieces of rebar missing right now. Just leave those two together there, and I'll use that.
And where do you want the coffin?
Yes, latex surgery, Ferret. Welcome back. How are you today? We sewed it first. Well, stitches actually wound up sewing it first, and now we're coating it with the E6000 glue, which seems to be holding it together. But we had to do something for this guy.
So right now I'm putting this mesh over his arm to fix all those cracks.
And then maybe in here, flip it around.
I wish I could move the camera and show you, but I can't do this and that, unfortunately. I'll try to show you a little bit better.
Yeah, I see.
I like to have a little closer. I don't know.
I remember.
All right. Yeah, when you get old, you start to crack, says Ferret. You are correct. But luckily, we don't dry rot.
30's not old.
Do you want me to go find more packed pets?
There's one right here. This is
Oh,
the one.
that.
This
Oh,
is the
this is
first
the.
one you
Oh,
gave me.
wow. Okay. And I gotta say, that's not really.
I mean, if there's a big or something, and can you do me a favor and close that?
Yeah.
I gotta open it up every couple minutes
Yeah, no problem.
to refill this.
It
thing.
dries real fast.
It
Guys.
dries fast before you even get to use it, so you only want to use a little amount. And I'm just gonna literally do this and make a new layer of skin for him.
Nice.
And it.
Yeah. Give me a couple more seconds and let me direct things.
Do whatever you gotta do. It's likely going to. Not really worried about making a mess because we're most likely going to just epoxy glue stuff. We want to cover all of the fabric so that doesn't come through and it does dry wet. Dang it. Well, I had him hold the glue and then he walked off with it. So I guess we're opening the jar. Excuse me. Damn it. Ah! Trying to get it to stop coming out. Just keeps coming out. Cap it quick. Alright. You have, because otherwise you just go moving around the dust stick. Scrape it off to clean it so you can get another good seal on it. But yeah, like this is dry already. I'm just actually just get a new one. These are cheap. Get in it. Time is money. No point in wasting time trying to clean off a popsicle stick when you got 100. Excuse me. Sure. See how fast this dries. I probably won't even be ready. No, it's going to be a lot easier to just apply it on than it is to put it on a little tray and keep on trying to refill it. once you go over a part, I wouldn't recommend going back over it because it's still trying to solidify, and you'll make marks on it.
Thank you, sir. This side is down, so you have to sit back. Sorry, everybody. I'm doing so much directing. Let's see. Hey, Bradley, you're in a haunted house in Florida this year. That's awesome. Ferret says that buffering has the image stabilized better now.
I tried to adjust it. I wasn't even reading the comments, but I tried to adjust it.
No, it's all good.
But I also moved it twice.
Yeah. Well, the problem is we're outside and it's jumping between 5G and the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, actually, at one point, I think it went off.
Oh.
And then it said you're live.
All right. Yeah, that happens. Sorry, everybody.
I've never used that. Was it YouTube Live?
Yeah, YouTube Live.
Yeah, I've never used that before.
I've actually generated a bunch of new friends on here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
A lot of people come on my streams and we chat and talk on the regular. And
that's good.
It's
already.
cool, yeah. It's unbelievable.
I want to see.
So he might be good to go tonight.
So I showed them before. I'm like, I painted this, and then I started painting all this. And I'm like, let's see if by the time I finish this is dry. And look at it, it's already dry.
Wow.
And it feels like
good. Latex, yeah.
And then you're not worried about the cracks and filling it up.
Right,
That's
for
awesome.
sure. All right, I gotta run right back.
You're good.
Thank you.
Is there any way before you leave that we can take these out so I can do this crease in his arms? Because I can't.
Are those nails or screws on the side?
Screws. Phillips. That's awesome. Alright, so we're going to do this arm next. This is what he means by directing. He's having a crew help him set up his whole display for outside. So That's mainly why he's running back and forth, trying to get the rest of this going while I do the tedious work and get this back to life. Actually, I think it'll go over this way.
So these are like 5/8 wood screws apparently.
Wood screws?
Yeah.
No. Why?
That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah. Because then if I can do this, I could try to get in that without it being sealed.
Yeah. Fieldwalker says you should start a YouTube channel if you make Halloween props.
Yeah. Honestly, I would totally be down. Or even just do some projects together.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna put these screws somewhere safe so we don't lose them,
Okay.
which is the story of my life.
Just put it in this, on top of this box.
Oh, here. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, whenever somebody says, know what I mean, I always feel like, you know what I mean, Vern? Remember Ernest?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ernest. You were the best.
Yeah.
Apparently, he smokes more cigarettes than I do. All right.
I'm almost out of this one.
So, just so you guys know what I'm doing, all right. The fence is all up now. Basket is down. I still have to run the air to it and the electric. But so this preliminary fencing is up. Working on the dollhouse. She's gonna be next, like a window for her to be busting through. And so that's what's going on right now. And Stitches is working on
Baby,
getting,
skin grafting his arm.
yeah, skin grafting. Circus over here. All in the name of yard haunting and Halloween.
Yeah. This entire world is a circus, whether you know it or not. We're all clowns.
That's what I was saying.
Let's drop.
J channel.
Alright, now what I really wanted to try to get at was back here, this crap. Because that one's the one that's touching the most all the time, every time you move. I don't know if Distortions did this or if the place that had it after did this, but they seem to like hot glue, and that just looks so shitty. I'm gonna take that off and fix that. That doesn't look good at all. Alright, put it back. Put it back. Distortions did that. Because it's taking off the whole paint here. But I don't understand why they would do that. Distortion entirely.
All right, friends. Sorry about that. All right, so Morbid Distortion says, great job, Stitches.
Thank you.
Fieldwalker says, is there a noticeable amount of fumes or smell coming from the stuff you're putting on? I don't smell anything. What do you smell?
Outside.
My nose is, yeah, we're
like
outside.
right up on it, so there is a little bit, but not like fill your whole room up if you're doing it inside.
Yeah, so it's relatively low VOCs, I think they call them. But here, let me stick it on my nose real quick. You can smell it, but it's not bad, and I don't know that you could actually get high off of it. I mean, that's not my thing, but
No, it's not. It's definitely not like a spray paint.
yeah, it's like spray paint odor I can smell. So I'm nose blind because I've dealt with a lot of disgusting things in my life, in my work life. So I don't, bad smells I don't really smell, but I stuck my nose in it, and it's not horrible. I would say the spray paint I use is way more stronger.
Yeah, any aerosol is going to be...
Yeah, I think it's the aerosol propellant, more or less. And Morbid Distorted says, you're going to have to ask EG about hot glue. I agree, it does look bad.
I told him that
it does look like shit.
It looks like crap. And
yeah.
I want to take it off, and it looks like Distortions did that. Because when I started to remove it, like this part just literally flaked off.
Yeah.
It's taken off the skin tone too.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I'm not sure if they did that, but it's a crappy job, and this would do it way better.
Oh, for sure.
So I tried to take a razor, but it's also like melted on there. So we got to take our time with it.
Well, and the like, if we really wanted to, just temporarily, we could meticulously take some paint and just dab it on the hot glue.
Yeah,
like that's how I dabbed it on here to cover up that this was great stuff.
I'd rather just take it off than spend the time to paint it.
No, you got a point.
Back again, you know
yeah. I'm just trying to think of ways not to knock out a service for a.
Yeah. Well,
like I actually feel confidently. I know you said you want to let it set for 24 hours, but with it drying so fast, I think it might be good to go now.
There's a difference between drying and curing.
Ah, you got it. You're right. You're right.
Actually, it says on there it could go up to 48 to 72
Oh,
hours.
no shit. Wow.
Depending on the temperature. But yeah, there's a difference between curing and drying. Drying, you know, that could take paint 40 minutes.
And look what I just saw.
What?
Did you see it? Stand back here and look at his right armpit. Look at that monster.
Oh yeah, no, I knew about that. I tried sewing in there.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
It's just so hard to get in there and sew. Yeah, I know, it's all messed up. So that's why I wanted to pull it out so I can go in there and have a better way to...
My fault. I'm
good.
sorry, I'm a space cadet.
You're totally good. Yeah, this thing needs a good patching.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, I find it's a lot easier to just literally put it on here and then spread it, because it dries so fast. Putting it on that little tray and then trying to get it on the applicator and then geez, it's like starting to dry up by the time it even gets there.
Ferret says E600 doesn't smell that bad. It smells, but not horrible.
Yeah.
And being outside helps with the smell. Ferret, I agree 100%. But either way, even if we were inside, I don't know that I would smell it. For some reason, I'm lucky enough I can smell natural gas smell and leaking propane. But that's the extent of emergency smells for me. Oh, I can smell gasoline. But like decaying flesh or like unattended death, I don't smell it. I don't know why. Other people are vomiting and I handle it just fine.
Yeah, I will tell you that one time I went to that house you were at.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Yeah. Yep.
Trying to stay out of the camera so you guys can see what's going on. Hey, do you know how this stuff holds up with time?
Excuse me?
Did you hear anything from the guy who recommended this stuff about how it holds up with time? Like, you know, like we know the latex will dry out and dry rot.
Right.
But
I'd have to go back and read the notes he sent me, but as far as I recall, he said it should be a long-term fix.
okay.
Hold on, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of curious to know how long this lasts, or if this fix is a permanent fix. Because so far, I'm amazed in myself. I definitely want to do this for a couple ideas I already have in my house. This sounds a lot better than the other. However, this wrist is all messed up. Run for a new popsicle stick. working. But we'll have to wait. gonna go over these extra cracked parts double. 'Cause,
Cut it down so that what you're doing is everything, right? Makes sense? Yeah.
Are you guys okay over here?
yeah, we're good.
Awesome. I'm so sorry. I'm doing my project.
You're good. Come check the comments. We'll get to you guys in a second. Sorry about that. Crap. That was hard to squeeze out of the tube. Want to come check these comments?
Yeah, I'll be there in 1 sec. Oh yeah, you want to? You can. I can. I just need to get the circular stuff. Okay. Am I cutting at an angle then? Is that what you? Hey guys, I'm so sorry. All right, so here's what we got here now. Questions. All right. Morbid Distorted says, where is the mesh on the arms? You can probably put like some black leather straps on it. Yeah, I'm gonna do bandages for right now, because it's there's no other way around it. And then yeah, eventually we're gonna repaint it. Ferret says being outside helps with the smell. Oh yeah, we're still talking about the E6000. And Fieldwalker says, are there many cracks in the face? Well, not really. The face is actually pretty well intact. It's supposed to be pockmarked. But the face is relatively good. And actually his chest is in fairly good condition. It's just really where he moves is where all these issues are. And then let's see. Oh, Morbid Distort answered Fieldwalker mask. No. Ferret's still here. And Morbid Distort said repaint the whole body. Yes, eventually, but not now. And when we do that, it's going to involve taking him off the chair and fixing everything. Because even like his feet need fixing. Like the feet, like that one's not as bad, but this foot is completely destroyed. And it's funny, camera, he looks really small, but he's actually a very large prop.
I mean, he's a human size.
Yeah,
prop.
definitely human size.
Full scale, as they would say.
Yeah, a 1-to-1. Morbid Distorted says, honestly, the feet might need to be replaced. Yeah, that's a possibility.
I can make feet.
But we'll see. I mean, also, if we wanted to, we could absolutely put him in boots, which wouldn't be a bad thing. It's a matter of finding what size shoe he wears.
Seeing him, his feet are, I think, cool.
Oh, well, okay. I like that perspective. Because even I saw one of these at one place, Eloise Asylum, where they had the feet in a bucket of water. And they had the feet smoke at the same time as everything else smoking. Like he was, yeah. So, but they have the ones.
What's the difference between the new body and the old body?
The new body he's a little bit more ripped, I feel like, and it's just different. Like 5 minutes ago, before you asked me, I could have described it perfectly, but under pressure, I totally
You're blanking.
Yeah, I blanked.
It's hard to get out, and now my hands are starting to get gucked up.
All right, well, I mean, we've already done so much that I mean, like at any time that you want to stop, I'm fine with that. I'm not here to torture my friends.
No, I'm here to, yeah, but also I want to get this done, because once we finish now, you're probably not going to come back to it till after a haunt season.
Yeah.
Do you have a... Oh, we got some neighbors coming to look at the stuff. That's a nice little cover on the back of his head and neck. Look at my hands.
All right, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. All right.
Check out the back of his head.
All right. Let's check out the back of his head and neck, guys.
So, this part is the part that I stitched.
Right on. Yeah, and the thing is he just looks sweaty. It doesn't even look like he did stitching. Yeah, it's really amazing. This stuff is really cool.
Yeah.
So the chair will be on tonight, but not the motor. So it's gonna go through all the cycles like it's supposed to. He's just not gonna move. Hold on, why are we losing internet? Why are we losing internet?
You lose the stream?
No, the stream is still good. Is it? Can anybody tell me? Is it buffering or is the image clear? Other than the sun getting in the lens, I see that flashing dark and light. But can anybody tell me, is the image clear? It's getting distorted. Okay, so let's knock out.
The Distortions video's getting distorted?
Yeah, Distortions video's getting distorted. Alright, how is this now, guys? Okay, cool. So now we're on 5G.
Oh, man. Alright guys, I think I'm done. I did a lot. At least with this stuff, I could be here for a full day, to be honest with you. Gluing this completely.
Make sure any tools back there are
I'm gonna go clean my hands.
All right, friends. It's funny the way his face looks with his head being taped up. It actually makes it look worse. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up. We've been working all afternoon on getting this electric chair set up. Meanwhile, we got the cemetery fencing set up. We got the casket out, and this is a pneumatic, so the casket does some cool shit. The dollhouse has been up, but I still have to finish panning it out. So this is going to be a window scene, and she is going to come blowing through the window. So everything's just coming together slowly. Yeah, bandaged so his eyes don't pop out. So all this is going on.
Yeah, I pretty much did his whole upper torso. And honestly, I think from far away, excuse me.
Yeah.
At nighttime with the lights, that shimmer.
It's gonna look
might
like
make
sweat.
him pop
Yeah.
even more. And I mean, yeah, he would be sweating, dripping if he was getting electrocuted without him.
Definitely.
Imagine secreting juices.
Yeah.
But for the most part, all the major cracks.
All right. Let me go back to the Field Walker says you have to do a video at the end of the season to show how this fix holds up. Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely will.
At the end of the season.
Well, you guys will actually, throughout the season, you guys will see the progress and how it is. I do have a Department of Correction shirt I got for him. The only thing is I didn't have a good way to get it on him because you can't.
You have to cut the back.
Yeah, you have to cut the back, but then you just have to deal with the arms.
Yeah.
Because you can't lift his.
You'd have to cut the back and the arms.
Right on.
Just do a
Oh,
seam
I guess
all the
you
way
could come in this way and bring it down, but he did, and then you also have to deal with this. But I guess I could disconnect it from the back. But it's kind of funny, like.
So I used alcohol and wipes, and I'm still taking this off. Use gloves.
Yeah.
It's literally like a layer of
And the
latex
crazy
on
thing
my
is
hands
we
now.
had gloves.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, no. He was when we first started. I had him in this hospital gown. So, and it has the snaps. So. But I'm not good at sewing and to put snaps on like that. But yeah, he was wearing a hospital gown when we started. That's what I used to cover him up with. I don't think that there's time.
Oh, you gotta leave. What time is it?
It's 7 to 4.
Oh.
In 7 minutes, it's going to trigger, so don't be alarmed.
Yeah,
Like, it's going to make the noise. It's smoke.
Okay. I'll give you Well, I think that he's okay to put down. So we're gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think I can hook up anything pneumatic quick enough. If I would have started that earlier, I could have done it. And there's a lot of cleaning that has to take place.
So I think he's dry enough to put forward, and then I can get these back part because it was crinkled because he was back.
Right on.
See what I'm saying? So I'll do that last part and then I'll head out. And I'll do a little bit more on the back of his neck here. Just so that he's all covered. Have you touched him?
No. Well, yeah. It didn't feel like anything. Like it felt natural. Like it feels like this is all part of the latex. It's really amazing. I mean, with the exception where he already had the cracks, but this is smooth and it's almost like it's one continuous thing of latex.
Yeah.
So I mean, it might not look terrible to have the whole thing like he's a bodybuilder. He's all oiled up.
Yeah.
And then over time, I wonder if the UV will fade it.
I need another tube of that stuff.
All right, so Dominic, welcome to the channel. How are you? Dominic says, E.G. Scary, how did you manage to get a hold of this? Well, most of the stuff I have, I paid for. This, I found in the garbage from a defunct haunted trail. And it had been sitting next to the dumpster for like at least a few weeks after Halloween. And so I went there and I asked And they're like, it's too heavy to get rid of, and we just want it gone. So I took it off their hands. So I actually did them a favor, and they did me a favor. And then I've spent probably about $2,000 in getting the mechanics as far as the trigger and the sound and all that stuff working. And in 4 minutes, you're gonna actually hear and watch this thing go off. But right now, I have the power to the motor shut off, so that these repairs, they need about 48 hours to dry. Originally, we thought 24, but we're gonna let this stuff cure for at least 48 hours, so that he'll still be going off, but he will not be doing his motion. So, so like I said, in about 4 minutes, he's gonna go off. And just so you know, that smoke cloud is going to blow from here, right where you're working. So I just don't want you to get a mouthful of smoke.
Even though I know it's going to come on, I'm sure I'm still going to jump.
I accidentally tossed the one of these that you were using. Here's another one in case you want another one.
Oh, no, it's okay.
All right.
It's I found out it's easier to just put on the body, so then you're not wasting it, pouring into there and letting it dry.
Yeah,
and then getting out here and letting it dry.
Cool, good to know.
It's faster this way.
Let's see here. Sorry guys, there are so many comments since I all right, so let's see. Morbid Distortion said he found it in a dumpster and got new controls from Distortions. Yes. Ferret says he's had it a long time. This is going to be like the 5th year. I remember it. You'd have to look at my go back to my channel. I have a video of how I found it. And then Morbid Distortion said, which one do you like more, Electric Chair Revenge or original? Dominic says original, honestly. It was the OG, but I like the Revenge. And then Morbid said my favorite of all time is the Shake and Bake. Dominic said the same.
Put the screen up here.
And oops, sorry guys, I didn't realize that I am completely you're missing out because I'm too busy talking, which is what I'm good at. Okay, and then Dominic, they have a couple electric dudes. Pretty sure it's rare to get this one though. Yes, I believe it's rare. And then we started buffering. And Stitches is stitching along with the E6000. Alright, so here comes the cycle. Just get ready for fog, dude. I don't want you to get hit in the face. And I don't know about you guys, I really felt like he really wanted to rock with that. Like he's not used to not having the motor jerk him. It looked to me like he tensed up for it. All right, it does 2 cycles every 30 minutes, so that right now it's 4 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Popsicle stick. Doctor? No.
Nurse. I'm the nurse.
I want a new one.
Oh, my bad.
That's the junk pile. Sorry.
I did not know.
So this stuff from Reynolds, do you want me to put it back?
Yeah, I mean,
I need to start moving stuff to put stuff away.
yeah, no, you're totally good.
Yeah.
I'm
And you don't need the yarn or the rope, right?
No. Nope.
Oh, and that's... I was wondering
Where my watermelon went.
on the ground. I thought I drank them.
So I'm touching up parts of his back that I couldn't reach when I had his neck up. I put his neck up so I could get all this. Now that this is dry, I'm gonna get back here and take care of this one here. So really, this is the main part that's moving all the time. Getting it nice and covered would be ideal. And this is the third bottle, or the third tube. I'm sorry. It's 2 ounces, or yeah, 2 fluid ounces. I'm applying it pretty thoroughly. Because a thin coat, which is a thin coat, it goes quick, I'm sure. Healthy coat to make sure it stays together. almost like applying lotion on someone's skin. You just kind of have to move quick because it dries fast. And if you move it after it starts to dry, it starts to get like stringy and doesn't look that pleasing. And yeah, it's just not ideal.
Okay, back to the comments. Let's see. Dominic says, nice, it's 502 for me, and your electric chair is exactly like the original from 1995. Same chair, but the dude's face was a little different. Ferret left again, I'll be back soon. And Dominic says, I see you're trying to make it more realistic. The oily and the sweating, I actually love that. You're my favorite Halloween YouTuber. Thank you, appreciate that. All right, well, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the alert button and you'll see us go live. Often. Sometimes too much.
Especially this season.
Yeah. Lots of projects. Thank you, Dominic. Appreciate that. And say hi to Fieldwalker. He's one of the moderators and a friend. Fieldwalker's in Scotland. 9X. He used to have a ton of subscribers, and then they deplatformed him, and so now he's building his subscriber base up. But he does a lot of very artistic masks and props and paintings, and he definitely he painted some dolls on his channel, and he actually shipped them here to the States, and so I have them in my display, and I would walk over there right now, but we're running out of time right now.
If you want, you can wrap this cage all up.
Alright.
Back how it was. I mean, I can work in here tight.
Alright.
I'm only gonna really finish this face, and then
I'm not trying to run past you.
No worries. I just know you have to wrap up stuff. So
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm gonna run this stuff towards the back. my gosh. He's like a caged animal. Oh, this is so bad. That was a mistake I did. Alright, so this is coming by your foot. I don't want to hurt you.
You're good.
Why aren't you working with me? Alright, I need to come a couple more inches. Is that going to mess you up? Is this okay for
That
you?
better?
Alright, yeah. I gotta go grab some closures.
No problem.
Alright, so I'm coming in.
Alright.
Alright, are you okay?
Oh, I didn't know you were done yet. My bad.
Are you okay? That's what
You're
I'm
fine.
saying.
Whatever you gotta do.
I'm not trying to want, 'cause you're making them look beautiful for the ladies.
Hey. Spark is giving me a little spark.
Because right now, this Sparky is probably the most photographed Sparky out there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
A lot of people stop by. Last year, Halloween, I stopped by, and he shot a video here, but the weather got awful, and he missed a ton of this. Like, I had so many Distortions props out, and he was there, I think, specifically to shoot Distortion stuff, and he missed like half of my Distortion stuff because of the weather.
Yeah, you kept it inside.
No, they're outside. He physically could not shoot because of the weather.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it like was that bad. And also, nobody told me he was coming, and he came when I was at work. So, which pretty much is every night in October. Yeah, when they say, sorry, it's October, like, not available, yeah, it's totally true to me. A little too true.
I can't do it.
Don't do it! Yeah. Or sorry, it's October, I'm busy. Yeah, not a lie. I'm gonna put the tape back up.
So now I'm just going, touching over things. I was gonna stop a while ago, but I have completion problems. What?
Have you seen that?
What's up?
Right? He's gonna escape. His hands aren't strapped in right now. If only he could just get a boost.
Yeah, man. Pretty cool.
Well, I think, guys, at 4:30 Central, which is in 10 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream when he does his cycle at 4:30. Are these garbage? Yeah. I can grab them. No contraband through the fence.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Okay.
Let me put it in a paper towel, because otherwise you're gonna get
All right.
this all over your hands.
Gotcha. I'm a haunt actor. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Do you want me? Should I save some of this mesh?
It's just the zipper part.
Oh, wow, okay.
That was a filter bag for my fish.
Oh, wow,
thing.
okay. That was a great idea.
So yeah, I just took one of my extra filter bags for my fish stuff.
And everybody, make sure you, Stitches here really helped out tremendously today. Make sure you check out Stitch's Instagram. He does all kinds of horror art.
Yeah.
And he's way better at stuff than I am.
Yeah, we all got our strong suits and we're all working and learning. Don't stop learning. Don't stop learning. There's always something you can figure out, or find someone on YouTube that can help you figure it out, or follow your dreams. This guy's pretty awesome now. Honestly, I kind of like that he's all shiny now. Gives him a different, just a whole different look. And with light flashing on him, I think the shimmer will really stand out. So later on, we'll get back to that foot. It's kind of hard to zoom in there, but that thing's got to be totally redone once we get to that. I'll just cover. You want to take it
Yeah,
off?
you know, just
Cover it just for now.
yeah, that's fine. I mean,
This
if
is
they're
mine?
yeah, for sure.
We'll take this.
If they're gonna steal from me, like
That's the least of your
I
worries.
think that's the least of the worries of what they could steal. So, what do you? Should we put gloves on him?
I like his hands. I mean, I think that you should come back and do a layer over his hands completely. And then if you see any other parts that aren't shiny,
Yeah.
just because why not? If you
For
got
sure.
the extra time one night or one day, preferably in the morning so you can see what you're doing.
Right. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that stuff really surprised and shocked me.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, so the E6000 fix was from Alan Hobbs at Stilt Piece Studios, and who gave you the idea to do the threading to stitch it up?
Honestly, I just YouTubed repairing and fixing cracked latex,
Oh,
animatronics, and then masks. I tried a couple different
okay.
of those
So
variations.
it was a combination of a
And there was
bunch
a
of things.
video where, yeah, there was like several steps this guy went over. And one of the first beginning steps, well, he cleaned it and then he stitched it. And,
Right on.
and then when I came over originally to see what was going on, I noticed that there was that webbing behind him.
Right on. Okay, and
So
that
then
gave you the
before
idea
I
for
left,
the
it gave me the
fishing.
idea for
Okay.
the fish,
Filters.
yeah, net filter.
That's awesome. Yeah, Dominic, it thrashes back and forth. It does look like baby oil ferret.
Call Diddy.
Here's this. Yeah. And so let me get the camera out of the cage.
Check
and
if there's anything behind his back, because I put some stuff up there. Just want to make sure I didn't leave anything.
All right, let's see if anything got left back here.
No.
Nope. Nothing's here except for the motor and the fog machine.
You can put his cuffs back on if you want.
Are you sure, or
Yeah.
should I let it
They don't
cure
mind.
more? Okay.
Abnormal then, you know? Because his arms are definitely dry right now. Alright.
Well, I'll have to screw them later on
you can just
because,
like that, but at least they might bend, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Thank you. That's a good call there, bud. Yeah, you could barely even feel the difference in transition from latex to this mesh with the E6000 on it. Unbelievable. And so I think that it probably would work pretty good for a tear in a mask. It might even be good for a silicone mask tear.
Yeah. We'll really see when you turn it on and see him moving and see
Right.
what happens.
Well,
to
I'm
it.
gonna do that live. So when I do the first run, I'm gonna definitely run him live so we can see what that looks like.
Holds up and yeah.
He might start flailing without the metal rod. Yep. Oh my goodness. What a long afternoon. And Stitches did all the work. I was just running around directing everything. It's almost ready. I have to do this scene, but she is ready for action. The mortuary cot and the hospital bed are ready to go into the hospital once I finish the elevator. But this guy is going to go off in, about a minute, 45 seconds or so. Yeah. Hey, pretty woman. Ferret, you're funny. All right, guys, so that was the cycle. He's not moving because we had to turn the motor off for the repairs. And tomorrow I will go back live and I will show you if the repairs held up or not. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us this afternoon. Field Walker, good night. I hope you have the worst nightmares ever. Unless we already lost you, I'm not sure. And Ferret, thanks for hanging out with us during the day. I don't think I've ever had you during the day, but maybe I have. And Dominic, nice to meet you. Morbid Distortions, thanks for hanging out. And I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but it's not on purpose, and it's all love. Thank you, Field Walker. I appreciate that. And everybody, catch you on the next one. E.G. Scary out. Me love you long time.